Raising children who can handle the trials and tribulations of life is something all parents and grandparents strive for, but it's not easy. Parenting expert Claire Orange is with us now. Good afternoon to you, Claire.
Hi, Trace.
We want resilient children, but why do our kids need to develop it in childhood?
Well, I think a bit like what we've just seen in terms of developing a immune system around physical disease, colds, illnesses, Tracy. The resilience of a child is their psychological immunity. It protects them over a lifetime, and it's this protective factor around their mental health. So childhood is that time that we've got to lay that really strong foundation of psychological immunity that's going to protect us about those bumps in teen and adult life that come thick and fast.
Indeed. Are today's children too mollycoddled and protected to develop their life resilience, do you think?
Well, I think we certainly live in changing times, don't we? And I think a lot of children are doing things that are over-scheduled in after-school time. They're doing lots less risk-taking. We do lots of sort of sterile stuff around our children. They spend a lot of time on the screen. So I think the ways in which children have been developing resilience in decades past are not being replicated as much in this generation of child. And it certainly is having an impact on the resilience factors of our children and their life readiness and emotional ability to regulate themselves, which is part of their resilience.
Well, what can parents and grandparents be doing and encouraging at home to help children build up that psychological immunity?
Well, I think, you know, if we go to those age-old things, Trace, you know, like chores, we should be starting from at least 4 years of age, getting kids doing unpaid chores.
Okay.
You know, you and I have to do parts of a job we don't really like very much.
Yep.
And we have to do them, right? So kids have to build up this ability to sit with things that are not really all that fun, and that's called being resilient. We've got to get our kids out there in that green stuff and get them taking some risk, climb trees, ride bikes, fall over, get back up, brush themselves off.
Yeah.
That develops resilience. And then as parents and grandparents, we have to model being resilient. You know, I'm pretty sure there's parts of your job that you find tough. There's parts of my job that I find tough. If I go home and say to my kids, you know, today was a bit of a tough day, but I was looking forward to coming home and walking the dog with you. It says I can get through stuff that's tough by, you know, changing the way I think. So I think there's lots of things we should and could be doing at home that just naturally build resilience in a child.
Yeah, indeed. Let's just quickly talk about bullying, Claire. What should parents do about or think about when they come home, when the kids come home and say they've been bullied at school? What should they be doing and shouldn't they be doing?
Right, and this is part of resilience building for children, Tracy. I think when children are coming home, sometimes children are labelling bullying that's not really bullying. Sometimes it's meanness and nastiness.
Yeah.
So I think we've got to not get, you know, catastrophising around what's happening. We've got to stay calm, collect the facts, collect the evidence, speak to our wonderful, caring school teachers, and then upskill our children on resilience-based assertiveness skills that will protect them out there as well. So I think we've got to not be catastrophic, but take it seriously.
So important to start at an early age. All right, Claire Orange, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Tracy.